وصل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So today, brothers and elders, brothers, sisters, elders, and my beloved youngsters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So Alhamdulillah, today we are sitting in the program with the intention of Hajj Taleem or Hajj seminar or Hajj session, whatever way you want to call it. And I'm your Imam, your brother in Islam, Imam Abu Yahya. And inshallah we will go through the whole Hajj session. Stay with me inshallah. So Allah Ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن أول بيت وضع للناس للذي ببكة مباركا وهدى للعالمين فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم ومن دخله كان آمنا ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. So Hajj is one of the biggest pillar of Islam, as we all know. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, بني الإسلام على خمس شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمد رسول الله. The Islam has been established on 5 pillars, and one of them is Shahada, saying that there is no deity of worthy of worship. There is no deity or worthy of worship other than Allah Ta'ala, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the servant and messenger of Allah. Number 1. Number 2, وَإِقَامَةِ الصَّلَاةِ. Number 2 is to establish the salah, is to pray the salah, is the second pillar. Number 3, وَإِيتَاءُ الزَّكَاةِ. And number 3, to give zakat, pay zakat. Number 4, وَصَوْمِ رَمَضَانِ. And number 4 is fasting in the month of Ramadan. Number 5, وَحَجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. And the Hajj al-Bayt, the Hajj of the house of Allah, if you have the ability. Man istata'a ilayhi sabila, if you have the ability. Here we find the same thing. Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. Can you find the same sentence? Man istata'a ilayhi sabila in the verse? So it's in the hadith and in the verse. Same bit. Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. Allah Ta'ala addresses the Kaaba, talks to us regarding Kaaba and says, Inna awwala baytin wudi'a lin-nas لَلَّذِي بِبَكَّةَ مُبَارَكًا. The first house was built for mankind to worship Allah Ta'ala, for mankind to unite themselves. Yeah, the first house was built to unite for them, or unite themselves to worship Allah Ta'ala together, and that's the house is in Bakkah. Do we know where Bakkah is? Anyone knows where Bakkah is? MashaAllah, Makkah. Well done. Bakkah is? Mecca. Mecca is another name of Mecca. Okay, it's not been criticized with the name. Sometimes we might think, well, someone has criticized it and changed it. It's not like that. Allah Ta'ala mentioned it. That's the name of Mecca. Okay, that's the old name. Mubarakan wa hudan lil alamin. It is Mubarak. It is blessed place, and it is Hidayah. Allah Ta'ala kept Hidayah in that place for entire universe, lil alamin, entire world. Next, Allah Ta'ala says, فِيهِ آيَاتٌ بَيِّنَاتٌ مَقَامُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Allah Ta'ala kept clear signs in it. And it has the Maqam Ibrahim in it. So clear signs means signs of Safa Marwa, signs of Zamzam, sign of Maqam Ibrahim, sign of Tawaf, sign of Mina, sign of Muzdalifah, all of this, sign of Arafah, all of these are Allah Ta'ala kept for Muslims as clear signs. These are signs of Allah Ta'ala, where Ibrahim walked, and Hajar walked, Ismail walked, and all of those Allah Ta'ala kept it until now, and it's going to remain until Day of Judgment. No one going to destroy this. Allah Ta'ala says, وَمَنْ دَخَلَهُ كَانَ آمِنًا. If anyone enters in Mecca, in the Haram al-Mecca, كَانَ آمِنًا, he is safe, he is protected. وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ. And Allah Ta'ala made fard upon the mankind, Hajj al-Bayt, the Hajj of the house, man istata'a ilayhi sabila, those people have the ability to do Hajj. وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنِ الْعَالَمِينَ. If anyone disagrees or disbelieves or doesn't want to do the Hajj, even though he's got wealth and health and time and everything, but still he doesn't want to do it, Allah Ta'ala says Ghani. Allah Ta'ala is needless from him. Allah Ta'ala doesn't need anything from anyone. Okay, so that means by doing Hajj we are not benefiting Allah Ta'ala, rather we are helping ourselves, right? Okay, here we have a hadith from Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. An Abi Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال العمرة إلى العمرة كفارة لما بينهما. One umrah to another umrah is a kafara for in between whatever you are doing. Means whatever sins you commit, the umrah is a kafara. Through umrah your sins will be forgiven. May Allah Ta'ala give us to do umrah, give us the ability to do umrah every year. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. But there are some brothers, Alhamdulillah, I feel happy to share this. There are some brothers who go 3 times, 4 times a year. And we have one brother in our masjid management, Alhamdulillah, he's probably been already 2 times or 3 times. Yeah? And he goes, Alhamdulillah. If Allah Ta'ala blessed you with wealth and time, why not? Allah Ta'ala giving you money, go visit the house of Allah. And another brother, he is not in masjid management, but he's very close to us, always volunteering masjid. He's probably every 2 months or every 3 months he goes once. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Yeah? So this is a blessing Allah Ta'ala blessed you with. So if Allah Ta'ala giving you time and money, go to Umrah as much as possible. Allah Ta'ala will remove your stress, remove your illnesses, and Allah Ta'ala will bring ease and happiness in your life. And then Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, وَالْحَجُّ الْمَبْرُورُ لَيْسَ لَهُ جَزَاءٌ إِلَّا الْجَنَّةِ. And Hajj al-Mabrur, there is no reward except Jannah. If your Hajj is accepted, if the Hajj become Hajj al-Mabrur, you're going to get endless reward, and that reward is Jannah. May Allah Ta'ala bless us with Hajj al-Mabrur. Say Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Okay, do we all know what is Hajj? I've mentioned it already briefly. The Hajj is the fifth pillar of Islam, and Hajj is something that Allah Ta'ala kept it from the system of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Okay? Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam built a house. We're not going to go into the story. Built the house of Allah Ta'ala, and Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son Ismail alayhi salam, they done the tawaf. They done the Hajj. And that's where the system of Hajj comes from. Okay? Let's move on. So if anything I'm not reading, you read it, inshallah, it will benefit you. Right. So there are 3 types of Hajj. How many types of Hajj? 3 types of Hajj. Anyone knows without looking at the screen? Is there anyone who knows these 3 types of Hajj without looking at the screen? Yes, Sasa?
Qiran,
Tamattu, Ifrad. Sasa didn't look at the screen. He looked at me and said, well done, well done. Jazakallahu khairan. MashaAllah. Right. So Qiran, Tamattu and Ifrad. Before I go to next slide, can anyone tell me what is Qiran? Briefly.
you bring in your animals with you.
MashaAllah, bringing your animal with you, okay. So let's see. Apne to zanbao inshallah, or a youngsters let's give the opportunity to the youngsters. Sasa will know anyway. He's probably doing Hajj for last 30 years, 40 years. Yes, but you help myself.
You perform the Umrah and main Hajj in one ihram.
Together, that's it. Okay, Qiran, we will find more information in the future slides. Qiran is, he said, that doing Umrah and Hajj in one ihram together. Keep that in your mind, and then once the slide comes, you check it, match it if he matches with it, with his information. Tamattu. What is Tamattu?
To do the Umrah first and after Hajj.
To do Umrah first and the Hajj after. Well done, well done. That shows. When people, participate and they join in, I enjoy teaching more. Yes, Ifrad. What is Ifrad? Ifrad, anyone? Again, myself? No one else wants to take it? No children? Okay, no problem. Myself, go.
You only make intention for Hajj, no Umrah.
No Umrah at all. You only make intention for Hajj. You don't take your ihram off. You stay in the ihram until Hajj is over. Okay, let's see the slides. Quran. Okay, quickly have a look. to perform Umrah first during the month of Hajj, Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah. Yeah, these are in these days. And thereafter to perform Hajj with same Ihram. Means you don't take your Ihram off. You're wearing Ihram. Okay, do we have Ihram? Brother Shahab, we have Ihram? We don't have Ihram? Okay, no problem. We'll show you how to wear Ihram and all that. We got pictures of that. So you wear Ihram in these Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, in these 3 months, and you go with the intention of Umrah and Hajj, and you stay in Ihram, you don't take it off and you don't wear normal clothes. You're not allowed to wear normal clothes in Quran. In Quran, you have to stay in Ihram. Yes, you can change it. You can have shower every day, change it to different set of Ihram, that's fine. But Ihram doesn't mean you can't change. You can change. You can wear new sets of Ihram every day. But you can't wear normal clothes. That's it. That's what it means. You have to stay in Ihram. So you do Umrah and you stay in Ihram until you do Hajj. But in Umrah, you don't shave your head. You're not allowed to. In Quran, you're not shave your head. So after doing Tawaf and after doing the what you call Sa'i of Umrah, you stay like that until you do Hajj. This is one way of doing Qiran. Another way of doing Qiran is you do Qiran without doing the Umrah. You just make intention for Umrah. So you do one but get reward of both. You do one, get reward of both. So for example, you will do everything while you do normal Hajj. Yeah? Exactly like Ifrad, but you will get reward of Qiran. Only thing you're doing it slaughtering of animal in Qiran. So Qiran can be done in 2 ways, remember that. Okay, if you go early, way early in the beginning of Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, you got enough time, go to Umrah. Wait in Ihram. But if you're going right on the 7th of Dhul Hijjah, then you don't have to do anything, just do like Ifrad. Only thing you will do slaughtering an animal, and that's it, done, you got Qiran. Okay, inshallah? Good, let's move on. If you have any question, you can ask me later. Tamattu'. Yes, Tamattu', brothers have said, Shaykh said, that between Umrah and Hajj together, but separately. Umrah separately, Hajj separately. You take your Ihram off in between. You shave your head, take your Ihram off. Wear your normal clothes. So whatever many days you stay, you're staying in normal clothes. Okay, look, what does it say? Can somebody read it for me? Some children. Yahya, read it.
Tamattu', to perform Umrah during the month of Hajj and release the Ihram. Thereafter perform Hajj the same year without leaving the miqat.
Without coming out of miqat. So you stay in the boundary of miqat. So for example, let's say you went 20 days early. So what you did, you went and done Umrah, took your Ihram off, wore your normal clothes, you done shopping, going around, all of that enjoyment. And then when Hajj time comes, put your Ihram back on again. For that, you don't need to go out to the border. You can stay in your hotel, put your Ihram back on, and then that's it. Continue with the Hajj way. Okay? Questions later, inshallah. Ifrad, number 3. The brother said, Ifrad is to perform Hajj only during the days of Hajj. Okay? Hajj only, no Umrah. Okay, another difference between Qiran, Tamattu and Ifrad. Qiran, you must slaughter, what brother said. You have to take Hadi. Hadi yani, animal. You have to take the animal to slaughter. That's for Qiran. Then for Tamattu, you have to also slaughter an animal. For Ifrad, you don't have to slaughter an animal. It's optional. It's up to you. If you can afford for it, do it. If you can't afford for it, no problem. Understood? Okay, moving to next slide. Right, Ihram. To wear Ihram, you need few things. What is that? Preparation for Ihram, you need wudu or ghusl. If you had wudu already, if you had ghusl already, you just do fresh wudu before you wear Ihram. Okay, inshallah? And if you just had shower already, you don't need wudu anymore. You just wear Ihram on the spot, no problem. Okay? Okay. There is a question. When we taking shower, before we wear the Ihram, can we use soap with the scent? Means soap that has scent on, fragrance on. We didn't wear the Ihram yet. Remember that. We didn't wear the Ihram yet. Amra Ihram finder age the shower korra. Ihram ekhono finchi na. Finder age amra ekhon shower korbo. Ei shomoy amra soap ba shampoo ব্যবহার করতে পারবো না যেটা আমাদের খুশবু আছে. Can we use the soap or shampoo or shower gel which has fragrance in it? Yes. Who said yes? Lift your hand.
go to Hackney.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, 13 or 14 including Ashik. 14 people, out of them probably 10 of them are adults and 4 of them children. Okay, no problem. The adults one definitely right because they practically done Hajj or Umrah, so they know what they say. Good, well done. Thank you. So, yes, before your ihram starts, you can use as much perfume as you want. You can even dip yourself into perfume, no problem. You can dip yourself into perfume, no problem. But after you put the ihram on, you can't put perfume anymore. That's where that perfume stops. After you put the ihram, okay? So before you wear ihram, pour as much spray as you want. Rub your oil as much as you want on your body, no problem. If there is something that you can wear that the smell lasts for next 15 days, do it. You rub it on your body, so the smell lasts for next 15 days. But after you wear ihram, no more perfume, no more sprays, no more attar. Clear? Good. So ghusl and wudu done. Then you will pray 2 rak'at of salah, yeah? Salatul ihram or salatul niyyat al-ihram. With the intention of ihram, with the intention of umrah, with the intention of hajj, you will pray 2 rak'at. Okay? This is sunnah, 2 rak'at. It's not wajib. Then obviously you make intention, you say labbaik lil-umrah, labbaik lil-hajj, labbaik lil-hajj wal-umrah, whatever way you want to say, you can say it, no problem. Then you will say talbiyah. Who knows what talbiyah is? Talbiyah, Jibayah?
لبيك اللهم لبيك
Yeah,
لبيك
can you all say it once? Labbaik? Listen.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك
La sharika lak. Yes, so that's called talbiyah. And talbiyah, how long should you read? It starts from here and we'll find the ending inshallah soon. Right, men's ihram. Anyone wants to read? Who wants to read? Adam, go on. Read as loud as possible.
Inshallah. The ihram garments for men consist of 2 pieces of clean sheet, wrapping the largest sheet around the waist to cover the body from the navel to the ankles. Secure the ihram with either a belt or any other suitable method. Drape the other sheet over to the back of the shoulders and wear a pair of stitched or unstitched sandals or shoes which do not cover the ankles. The head should not be covered and no underwear should be used. The ihram should be preferably white.
So, 2 pieces of clothes. The color is not mentioned. That means it can be any color. That's not a problem. Then why do we wear white? Simple. Prophet ﷺ used to love white. Yeah, Prophet ﷺ said, I love white. And I want people to be buried in white. Yeah, so that's a sunnah. But if you say, I can't afford for white, I can afford for blue, yellow, green, red, whatever, that's fine, ihram is fine, okay? Allah will accept. 2 pieces of clothes for men, okay? You wrap one on the waist, one on the shoulder, okay? You can put other things like belt or some rope or some string to tie it. That's fine, that's not a problem. As long as it's not stitched like lungi, like Bangladeshi people or Indian people, they wear lungi. As long as it's not stitched like lungi, that's fine, you can wear it. Even with the sheets of lungi, you can do ihram, that's not a problem as long as it's not stitched. As long as it's not stitched and it's open sheets, you can wear it one like ihram, one like shawl. That's it done. One like izar and one like shawl, and that's it. You can do tawaf with that. That's not a problem. Okay, why am I telling you this? There might be a situation where people might not be able to afford for white clothes. Yeah, so you need to know the rulings in advance. Right, next, the clothes, main clothes always above the ankle anyway, so you will keep your izar, the bottom part above the ankle, between the knee and the ankle, yeah, inshallah. Next, you can wear sandals, stitched, non-stitched, no problem. But in sandals, you have to make sure that it stays above the top bone, upper bone. It stays under the upper bone, yeah. So that will cover the upper bone, that won't work. If that bone is covered, look at my feet. Can you see my feet? If the bone, upper bone, the hilly, humpy bit, if it gets covered, that sandal is not fine. So the humpy bit has to be exposed and the ankle needs to be exposed, okay? We will show you sandals inshallah. You cannot wear underwears, okay? For men only, by the way, not for women. Women, they can wear everything, what they wear usually, that's fine. For men, no underwears, no vest. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Let's move on. Right, it says preferably white. The ihram should be preferably white. That's his preferable. It's sunnah, that's it, nothing more than that. Right, so we got some pictures here. The sandals that you can use. Can you all see it properly? Right, sandals number 1, number 2, number 3. Look, number 1, perfect. It leaves the upper bone uncovered and it leaves the ankle uncovered. Number 2 is also the upper bone area is empty, so that's perfectly fine. And the other one, the one going around the ankle, that's not going to cover the ankle because I will show you some pictures in the corner. And now number 3 is also fine. Now this one here, okay, sorry. Yes, this one. Can you see? That's fine. All of them fine. Look here. The person is, his ankle is exposed. Can you see? Sure. Yeah, the bone has to be exposed. Look at this. The bone has to be exposed and the upper humpy area of the feet has to be exposed. So that's something you have to remember. So now as long as these two things, the upper bone and the side bones are exposed, that's fine. You can wear anything. Okay? That's for men. For ladies, obviously, they can wear whatever they wear. Right, in terms of ihram, obviously we can see how ladies wearing. That's ladies, their normal clothes, everything they wear as usual, that's fine. The girls as well, girls will wear whatever their mom's wearing. For men, it's different. Men, you can see, this is the time of tawaf, this is the time of non-tawaf. They're wearing two shawls.
So hold on. So first one.
Tawaf al-Qudum, yes, that's Tawaf al-Qudum, the first Tawaf. We will talk about that inshallah. So like that, this is only in the time of Tawaf, you put it like that. Keep your right shoulders empty. Come to the front, Shahada. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Very pious man. Very pious man, MashaAllah. May Allah reward you. Come sit down with us. Do you have ihram with you?
I'm coming.
You're getting it? Okay, MashaAllah. That's nice. Someone's bringing it. MashaAllah. Well done. So, can you see? So in the tawaf time you put it like that. Non-tawaf time you wear it like this. So in the salah time you will wear it like this. In the tawaf time like this. Okay, inshallah we will talk about those more in details in the future. Okay, women's ihram. Can somebody read? I want someone else. Who can read? Brother, go on.
Women are allowed to make ihram in any dress they wish which complies within the Islamic law, regardless of the color. Women's hands and face should be uncovered in the ihram. Their heads
should be covered. That's it.
So
So now, women's ihram is simple. There is no ruling in that. They can wear whatever they're wearing, but making sure their whole body is covered apart from their face. And what else they said? Hands. Women's hands and face should be uncovered. So this hands means this, and the face. So even they wear niqab, the niqab should be taken off. Or sometimes they wear something in ihram time. They put the niqab, but they put it like a frame around it, and then in front of frame there is a niqab going on, which is about a little bit away from their face, so that cloth doesn't touch their face. Nowadays, some sisters they wear it. So basically, nothing should be touching the face. Face should be exposed. Now, if it's something far away, that's fine. Yeah, if it's an extra cover like that, that's fine. It's not touching the face. All right, let's move on. So women's ihram we have covered. Now intention. Okay, who wants to read? Yeah, Yahya again. Go on, Yahya. If anyone else will lift your hand, so I'll allow you. Inshallah. Go on, Bismillah.
After having performed the two rakah sunnah of ihram, remove the headgear for men and say the niyyah and talbiyah, which are wajib. Without this, the ihram will not be accepted.
So wait a second. So after having performed the 2 rak'at, what you need to do, you have to make intention that I'm doing Umrah or I'm doing Hajj intention, and then you have to recite talbiyah, labbaik Allahumma labbaik. You will recite that. It is wajib to say talbiyah. Okay? Without it, ihram doesn't accept. Ihram doesn't start. So just wearing the cloth is not enough. So wearing cloth, praying 2 rak'at, saying the intention or making intention in your mind, then reciting the talbiyah. These are 4 things that comes under ihram to start the ihram. Okay, inshallah, if one goes beyond the miqat without the niyyah with ihram, then penalty will be wajib. So let's say you wore ihram from London, but you didn't make intention yet. You're going to do Hajj or Umrah. He's still in two minds. Shall I do Hajj? Shall I do Umrah? So now you went in like that. Now you have to give a penalty. Penalty means you have to slaughter a cow, or slaughter a camel, or slaughter a goat. Okay, inshallah? But don't do that. Always make intention in advance. Right, let's move on. Okay, so now for Qiran, how do we say intention? You will say لبيك عمرة وحجا. Or Allahumma or Bismillahi Allahumma labbaika umratan wa hajjan. That's it, done. You can add Bismillah, you can add Allahumma, no problem. Okay, or you can say in your own language, I've made intention to perform Hajj and Umrah together. Done. That's Qira'ah. Tamattu', because it's in two parts, so you have to make intention in two parts. So in the first part you will say labbaika umratan. You're just making intention for Umrah. Once Hajj time comes, you will say labbaika hajjan. Or Allahumma labbaika hajjan. Okay, moving on. Ifrad, just labbaika hajjan. I'm making intention for Hajj. That's it, done. Shall we move on? Good. Fara'id and wajibat of Hajj are three. Let's see what they are. Okay. Fara'id and wajibat of Hajj. There are three fara'id obligatory and six wajibat in Hajj. Let's see what they are. So fara'id, three fard action in Hajj. Number one, ihram. Number two, stay in Arafah or stand in Arafah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-Hajj huwa al-Arafah. The Hajj is Arafah. Means without standing in the mount of Arafah or around Arafah, your Hajj is not accepted. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, even if it's a person got taken with his machine or with his car or transport and he stood there for a second, a few seconds just to say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, that's it, his Hajj is fine. So if you ever fall ill, you go to Mecca, you fall ill, ambulance can bring you for 1 second to stand in the Arafah, and that's your Hajj is completed. You have to stand there, even for a second. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, move on. Then Tawaf al-Ziyarah or Tawaf al-Ifada. Okay, Tawaf al-Ifada, which you do of that. What day do you do Tawaf al-Ifada, anyone? What date? 10th of Dhul Hijjah. Good, well done. So you guys have an idea what's going on. Good, 10th of Dhul Hijjah, you do Tawaf al-Ifada. MashaAllah. Good. Alright, so before we cover this information, I got the Ihram here. Who wants to wear Ihram? Inshallah, I will talk about the Tawaf al-Ifada. Right, who wants to wear Ihram? Is everyone to wear Ihram? Come on. Yeah, demonstrate it. Go on, Brother Ali, come. You want to do it? Okay. Come on.
Yeah, you can put it on him.
Okay, yeah, Brother Ali put it on him. Brother Ali just came from Umrah last week. So he knows exactly what to do. Come. Come, mashallah. Mashallah. Good. Okay. Do it in the ittiba' style. Showing the shoulder. Yeah, mashallah. Obviously he's wearing on top of his clothes, but in ihram, real ihram time, you have to take everything else off. Okay? MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar. That's it. Perfectly done. Strong enough? Just don't want to fall off. So you have to tie it, making sure it doesn't fall off, because you're going to walk and you won't realize suddenly it might fall off. Yeah? Okay. You didn't wear the top part. You have to show the full.
Basically, inshallah, when we wear ihram, so if you open the legs more, so what happens, because we can legs open and we can walk more, inshallah, fastly, because of length and that.
Yes, it keeps some space to stretch your leg.
Yeah, stretch your legs because I'm wearing two. Otherwise, so basically it will be like that, and then you can you can wear it, no problem. And then, for example, ihram is more bigger, then you can tie it down like that, and then
you put a belt.
it's gone. When you walk, it's very easy.
Or you can even put a belt.
After that you can put belt as well.
They have some specific Umrah belt, Ihram belt, or you can even put normal belt while you wear that.
And then Bismillah, we can do like that before when we.
That's without the Tawaf time.
Yeah, Tawaf.
Only Tawaf time? Yes, that's it.
Like this.
Yes, Tawaf time, that's time. It's called Ittiba.
Inshallah.
Yeah? Okay, we'll talk about those inshallah. Okay, Jazakallah khairan. So, now, Tawaf, let's go into the details of Tawaf. And I will give, Uncle asked for details of Tawaf al-Ifada. I will give you inshallah. So Tawaf, a few types. What does he say? Types of Tawaf. Number one is tawaful umrah. So one tawaf is for umrah, which is the fard and rukun of umrah. Okay? Then another tawaf is called tawaful. Say it again? Qudum. How do you say it? Tawaful Qudum. Who knows what is tawaful Qudum and when do you do it? Anyone? Tawaful Qudum and when do you do it? No idea? Okay. Yes. No idea. Okay, no problem. Qudum. Okay, Qudum come from Qadima Yaqdum, to arrive. Yeah, wasala yasil. So as soon as you arrive, you have to do a tawaf. And that is called tawaful qudum. As soon as you arrive, you have to do a tawaf that is called tawaful qudum. That's not tawaf al umrah. That's tawaf of, you know how you pray Tahiyyatul Masjid, 2 rak'at? Over there, Tahiyyatul Masjid is tawaful qudum. Did you understand? Over there, Tahiyyatul Masjid is tawaful qudum. First thing, you go to the house of Allah and you do the tawaf. Okay, 7 circles. And when you're doing tawaf, obviously, you have to expose your right shoulder. Okay? Whenever you're doing tawaf with the ihram. You can do tawaf with ihram or without ihram. But tawaf al-qudum is one of those tawaf that you have to do with ihram. Okay, inshallah, tawaf al-qudum you do with ihram. And what other tawaf you can do with ihram? Sorry, you must do with ihram. Any other idea? Out of these tawafs, look at the screen. Out of these tawafs, what are the tawaf that you must do with ihram? Yeah, umrah. Jazakallah khairan, because it just came from umrah. So tawaf of umrah, you have to do with ihram. And tawaf of qudum, you have to do with ihram. Okay, other 3 tawaf now, let's talk about them. Okay, tawaf al-ifada. Tawaf al-ifada, it's got another name. What is it called? Brothers, look at the screen. Tawaf is number 3, I'm on number 3. Tawaf is ziyarah, you have to speak louder. So tawaf al-ifada is also called tawaf al-ziyarah and is also called tawaf al-hajj. Okay, so 3 names. But it is fard, like equal, fard and rukun. So it is rukun means it is part and pillar of the hajj. Without it, hajj is not complete. And it is fard, you must do it. Okay? Now, tawaf al-ifada, does it need ihram? Those people done hajj, tell me. Tawaf al-ifada, does it need ihram? No. Yeah? Doesn't need ihram. Because when you, on the 10th day, when you go and stone the shaitan, Jamratul Aqaba, the big shaitan, yeah? You stone it, and after stoning it, what do? You slaughter, and then you shave, and then you take your ihram off, have a shower, take your ihram off, wear your normal clothes, and do this do this tawaf without ihram. So tawaf al-ifada doesn't need ihram, remember that. So 2 tawaf needs ihram. Tawaf al-umrah needs ihram, and tawaf al-qudum needs ihram. Tawaf al-ifada doesn't need ihram. Next, another tawaf we do, which is called tawaf al-wida'. Who knows what is tawaf al-wida'?
The last one.
The last one. What does wida' mean?
Where you live in
Al-wida'. Al-wida' yani bye-bye. Yeah, so when you say bye-bye to the Kaaba, you have to do a tawaf, and that is called tawaf al-wida'. Tawaf al-wida'. Wida' is Arabic word, but wida' is in Urdu, they use it as well. So, wida' means saying bye-bye to it, and you do tawaf. That is wajib. But that tawaf doesn't need ihram. Tawaf al-wida' doesn't need ihram. But tawaf al-wida' has to be the last tawaf, after which you don't pray a single prayer in Makkah. Last thing. So if you got intention that you're going to stay until Asr and you're going to pray Asr prayer, then your tawaf al-wida' should be after Asr and before Maghrib. If you got intention to stay until Maghrib, that means after Maghrib, Salah, you do tawaf al-wida' and leave before Isha. You have to leave Makkah before Isha. And if your driver said, no, we're going to leave after Isha, then you pray your Isha and after Isha do your tawaf al-wida' and then leave. Because the last thing has to be tawaf al-wida'. Do we understand? So after tawaf al-wida' you are not allowed to do shoppings in Makkah anymore. Okay? Inshallah. Jazakallah. Okay, Tahara, cleanliness. For all of these tawafs, you must be in full tahara, fully clean. You must have wudu, you must be in full shower. So if somebody got shower is fard, for example, he woke up from tent and he's got shower fund, and he's thinking, oh, let me go and finish the tawaf, or when body will get sweaty anyway, then I can have a shower. No, that's not going to work. You have to have a shower before you go and do your tawaf, because tawaf is like salah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, tawaf is like salah. Only thing in tawaf you can talk. Everything else is everything like salah. Only difference between salah and tawaf, in salah you can talk, in tawaf you can talk, in salah you can't talk. Everything else is a prayer, so you have to be mindful of that, yeah? Good. So you have to have full wudu. So if the wudu breaks in the time of tawaf, because it's a bit crowded and sometimes overcrowded, and it takes time, half an hour or 45 minutes just to complete one tawaf. One tawaf, how many cycles? Who can tell me without the elders? Yeah?
You are elder.
Okay, no. This is still young compared to Sasa, that's why. I accept it.
I didn't do Hajj.
Okay, no problem. So in one tawaf, how many cycles, youngsters? 7. Well done. 7 cycles. So 7 circles. Sometime to complete the 7 circles, each circle takes about 10 minutes to come back.
Upside more.
Yeah, upstairs even more longer. Yeah, and if anyone hits your leg with the push chair, then that might take even more time because it hurts you. Yeah, I got once. The man pushed the wheelchair on my leg. I was so angry, but what can you do? You can't be angry over there. Yeah, best even not to look at them, ignore it and walk. Because if you look at them, that person will be embarrassed. So you shouldn't make anyone embarrassed. He done it by accident because it's crowded. So anyway, so 10 minutes minimum a circle takes. So that's 70 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes, right? 70 minutes. Now, not for all of us, it's easy to hold wudu for 1 hour and 1.5 hours. So what do you do then if the wudu breaks? You stop it there, go do wudu with the Zamzam water, come and continue. You can do wudu with the Zamzam water. You can even wash your feet with the Zamzam water, no problem. Okay? Because over there inside the Kaaba is only Zamzam water. Normal water you have to walk for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, go outside and then find the normal water. Those toilets, the outside of the boundary of the Sahan, those are the toilets have normal water. Inside and everything in the masjid is all Zamzam water. Okay, so now you have to do wudu quickly and come and continue from where you have stopped. Okay, but some imams said if you've taken too long, then you have to restart. And majority of the imams said, no, you don't have to restart because it's a difficult job. If you restart and if you break your wudu again, it's going to be hard the whole day you're going to spend it. So that's why scholars said, as long as you're not getting into dunyavi conversation, dunyavi business, you're coming, doing wudu, but it just purely you done wudu, it took half an hour to come back here, no problem, that didn't break your tawaf, continue with the tawaf. Okay, so wudu and ghusl number 1. Number 2, the women must not be in the state of haid and nifas. What does that mean? They must not be in period. Women, if their sisters are here, so listen to this. While you're in period, you cannot enter the mataf. You can do everything else. You can do sa'i, you can Zamzam water, you can go to Arafah, you can go to Muzdalifah, you can go to Mina. Everything's fine except for tawaf. Now the question is, if she cannot do tawaf, she done everything. She done everything, but she couldn't do the tawaf, which is tawaf al-ifada, which is fard. Then what happens now? Yes, tawaf al-ifada, not tawaf al-wida. Tawaf al-wida is forgiven. If the women starts the period, tawaf al-wida is forgiven. Prophet ﷺ said to Safiya and Umm Salama, he said, as long as you guys done tawaf al-ifada, that's fine, let's go. And he took them. But for others, other than women, if anyone misses tawaf al-wida, they have to do them. They have to slaughter an animal as a compensation. Compensation, done. But tawaf al-ifada, let's say tawaf al-ifada, number 3, that ladies couldn't do, and their haid started, period started. What do they do now? Who can tell me? Those people been to Hajj or Umrah with sisters, you guys know the mas'ala. Any ideas, Hassan? No idea? They have to wait, yes. 5 minutes. Okay, after 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a break. So, tawaf al-ifada, if they can't do and the period is started, they have to wait until period is over, then they have to do tawaf al-ifada. You have to cancel your ticket or reschedule your ticket on a later date, and one of you have to wait for your wife, rest of the people can come. Let's say you got 17 people in your group. Let them go. 15 of them go. One of you stay with the lady until she finishes her period, and then she does her tawaf and then comes back. Now let's say she couldn't do that and she had to come back. What happens? Her Hajj is not complete. Her Hajj is hanging, pending halfway. She's not halal for her husband until she goes back and completes the tawaf. She's not halal. Now even if it takes 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, she couldn't go back and do that, she is not halal for her husband. So this is an important mas'ala. A lot of sisters don't know this. So now, if you brought your wife or brought someone back from your family while she was in period and couldn't do the tawaf, within few months time, make a umrah journey, go and fulfill the tawaf what she's missing, and then do a umrah on top of it. Yeah, that's the easiest way to make the life easy for the sisters and have the work life as well, because a lot of sisters, they have their work life and they can't stay extra. If they stay extra, there is a chance of losing their job. So if it's a situation like that, take them back, but take them back again within next holiday, next Christmas or next whatever coming up. Take them and get them to fulfill, otherwise she is not halal for you or she is not halal for her husband. So if they have relation, that's going to be sinful. Okay, moving on. Next, al-idtiba' wal-ramal. Do we know these words? Apart from Brother Ali, Sasa, Brother, and the Shaykh on the chair. Right. Anyone else knows these two words? Idtiba' and ramal. No idea? Okay. Idtiba', let me show you what is idtiba'. Where is the ihram picture? Not there. This is called idtiba'. This man is wearing like this, showing his shoulder. That is called idtiba'. Okay, idtiba'. Okay, in Urdu they might call it istiba'. Istiba'. Okay, or in Bengali they might call it ishtiba'. Okay, whatever way, idtiba'. Okay, so idtiba', you only do it in which Hajj or which tawaf? Tawaful Qudum and Tawaful Umrah. Remember that, because in the rest of the tawaf you wear normal clothes, so you don't have to expose the shoulder. So only when you're wearing ihram, you expose the shoulder. That is in Tawaf al-Umrah and Tawaf al-Qudum. You remember that. Ramal, what is Ramal? Ramal, running in first 3 circles. Look, it says it. Ramal means running in first 3 circles and then walking normally after the, for the rest of the circles, rest of the 4 circles. So out of 7 circles, the first 3, you're going to run a little bit. Men only, by the way, not women. This running bit is for men only. And how fast do you run? No, you don't go crazy. You just little bit speed up, that's all. Okay? So that's sunnah, by the way, that's not wajib. If you cannot do it because of crowd, no problem, there is no penalty in that. Okay, these 2 things only apply in Tawaf al-Umrah and Tawaf al-Qudum. It's clear then, okay? Shall we move on? Any question?
The 3 round should be open, and the last 4 round should be
No, you keep it open throughout.
Continuous.
Yeah.
I need only 3.
Ramal is 3. Ramal, the running.
Open side, right side?
No, right side you keep it open for all 7.
7 years.
All 7, yeah. Okay, so I got the thing, information on my device. I will show you later, inshallah, for further details. Alright, so now, wajibat of Hajj. Shall we stop? Okay, we'll do this slide after we come back. Let's take a break, inshallah. A quick break, okay? Don't take more than 5 to 7. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Mawlana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Dear brothers, elders, children, all of you come to the main hall. Respected brothers, sisters, elders, children, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, we will continue with the session quickly so we don't waste time. Right, so I don't have the children with me to read the wajibat of Hajj. Is there anyone who wants to volunteer reading it? Yes, go on. You can read from there.
Wajibat of Hajj, there are 6 wajibat necessary in Hajj. Wukuf, number 1, stay in Muzdalifah. Number 2, Sa'i, march between Safa and Marwa. Number 3, Rami, throwing pebbles in Jamarat. Number 4, Tawaf. Tawaful Wida. Number 5, halaq. Halaq? Halaq or qasr, to shave or trim whole head. Number 6, wearing ihram before entering miqat.
MashaAllah. Right, so these 6 things are wajib, means you must do it. Without doing this, you're going to have a penalty. You have to pay a penalty, means you have to give it to body. That's the penalty. Right. Wuquf of Muzdalifah, that's wajib. Sa'i, bayna Safa wal Marwa, that's wajib. Rami is wajib, throwing the stones with the shaitan. Go at those places. Tawaf al-Wida, which is last tawaf, remember I said? Last tawaf, you say al-Wida, that is wajib as well. Then halaq means shaving the head, and qasr means trimming the head. That also is wajib. You have to do it. But you can't do half of the head or quarter of the head. You have to do full of the head, full head. Okay, wearing ihram before entering miqat, that's wajib. If you enter without ihram, then we know that this penalty comes on us. Right, so next, let's move on. Okay, in sa'i, walking fast between 2 green marks or 2 green lights, that is one of the sunnah of sa'i. As we found sa'i over the sa'i itself is wajib. But walking fast between 2 green lights is sunnah. Have you seen people run a little bit over there? But that's for men only, by the way, not for women. Not for women, so women will walk normal, men will walk a little bit faster in between this. وَمَنْ تَرَكَهُ لِزِحَامٍ أَوْ نِسْيَانٍ أَوْ غَيْرِ ذَلِكَ فَلَا شَيْءَ عَلَيْهِ. But if anyone forgets it, forgotten, he couldn't do the going fast. Or because of the crowd, he couldn't do it, too many people, then there is nothing, no penalty on him, there is no apology from him. If he couldn't do it, no problem. But it's something good, he should do this, inshallah. Any question? Moving on. Okay, map of miqat. Here, we see the 5 main places which are called miqat. So one of them is Zul Hulayfa, and one of them called Al-Juhfa. Yeah, Juhfa. And one of them called Yalamlam, and then Qarn al-Manazil, and then Dhatu Irq. These are the 5 places called miqat. What is miqat? Who knows what is miqat?
The place you
Wear the ihram. Before you enter, you wear the ihram.
wear it around or say labbaik Allahumma.
That's it, the back as well. Yes. So ihram and the niyyah, the labbaik Allahumma labbaik, the intention for ihram, you have to do it before miqat. And miqat includes 5 places. You can see here. Dhul Hulayfa, can you see? Dhul Hulayfa, Al-Juhfa, Dhatu Irq, Qarn al-Manazil, and Yalamlam. So these are the 5 places Prophet ﷺ mentioned, and the Sahaba followed with these 5 places. Before you go into Mecca, you will touch any of these places. Or if you don't touch any of these places, and nowadays they got a road in between, then you will just measure it. That if it's in between Dhatu Irq and Dhul Hulayfa, in between those there is a road, you will just measure it, that whatever the distance that you need to follow, you will follow, and you will put the ihram before you get onto that destination of that distance, inshallah. Okay? But generally what they do in planes, nowadays they announce it. Is a Muslim's plane or non-Muslim's plane, doesn't matter, they announce it in the plane. They say you are entering the border of Mecca. If you want to put ihram, put ihram. And that's something very good. And most likely the roads and highways, they have the markings as well nowadays, because things has gotten more and more advanced. It's easy to put a signboard that you're crossing the miqat in the next 10 minutes for your ihram. And every time there is a road like that and a highway like that, and they put a sign, they will give a mosque nearby where you can change and have a quick shower or do wudu and pray 2 rak'at and so on. Yeah, that's fine, inshallah. Here's a bigger picture of these signs or these miqat. Look, all of those there. Dhatu Irq miqatu ahli al-Iraq. So these are the people who's coming from the Iraq's direction, that's their ihram. Zul Hulayfa is miqat Ahl al-Medina, people who's coming from the Medina, Angkor or Medina's route, they will follow Zul Hulayfa and they will put ihram before they come to this boundary. Al-Juhfa, miqat Ahl al-Sham. Juhfa, this is the route which connects to Syria. So if people coming from Syrian direction or from those areas, those countries, they will wear their ihram before they come to Juhfa. Yalamlam, that's miqat Ahl al-Yaman. People from Yemen and that side, they will wear ihram before they cross Yalamlam. Qarn al-Manazil, miqat Ahl al-Najd. So people coming from Najd, they will wear ihram before they come into. So once you go in, you will, whatever angle you come from, you will fall in the boundary. So you have to follow the boundary before you enter, and making sure you have to put your ihram, inshallah. Any question?
You know, sometimes they say the air is too fast, and before you starting already the bus that never.
So in that case, then shouldn't be too fast. Generally, they give half an hour.
Yes.
Am I right?
You're right.
So Qatar Air, I've tried Qatar Air last. Qatar Air, Egypt Air, Jordan Air.
This area.
Yeah, these planes, these are local planes by the way. So you're going to go from here with the international plane to Qatar, and Qatar will give you a local plane from Qatar to Jeddah or Qatar to Mecca. So these planes, they give half an hour, and even they have space, big space for you to go and wear a crown. Yeah, in the back. So that's fine. Only thing is the British Air or non-Muslim airs. But they also will give enough time.
Wizz Air, very budget airways. Small airline, they say.
Yeah, so, but for safety, if you think the half an hour not enough, because they give it half an hour, and there might be 100 people who want to wear a crown, and one small room, you can accommodate one person at a time, or probably two people in the curtain between two people at a time. But 100 people is half an hour is not enough. So what Shaykh saying is right. So better you wear it from your home or from your airport. So from Heathrow you wear it, it's a safer, so that you don't have to struggle later on, inshallah. Okay, so now we are coming to the main part of the Hajj. Main Hajj happens in 5 days and includes all these activities. Let's go through it quickly. First, 8th of Dhul Hijjah. It's called Yawm al-Tarbiyah. After putting on their ihram for Hajj, the Hujjaj proceed to Mina after sunrise on and perform 5 salahs there, Zuhr, Ashr, Maghrib, Isha, and Fajr of next day, which is 9th of Dhul Hijjah. So, when you go to Mecca, those people been to Hajj, already, you stay in the hotel, and on the 8th day, you wear your ihram again. Especially for Mutamattia, those who do Hajj Tamattu, you wear your ihram again. And then on the 8th, you go to Mina. And in Mina, you pray your Zuhr Salah over there. Then Asr, then Maghrib, then Isha, then next Fajr. You pray that all of these in Mina. Those people are Mufrid, is doing Ifrad. They stay in their Ihram throughout in the hotel. And they already got Ihram, they just make their way to Mina. Right. You can walk into Mina, you can go coach it, bus it, whatever way they have. But best is to walk it takes less time and it's quick to go there. Bus sometimes takes more time and more pollutions and it's noise and all this, everything. Okay, second day, which is 9th of Dhul Hijjah. It's called Yawm al-Arafah. After sunrise, the Hujjaj proceed to Arafat to make wuquf after Zawal. So after Zawal yani, early morning, which is 11 o'clock, 11 and a half, that's called Zawal. Because in Saudi Arabia, Zuhr Salah is at 12 o'clock, or 12:10, they pray Zuhr. So 11:30 is Zawal. So after Zawal, you're supposed to stand in the field of Arafah, or you can sit down in the field of Arafah as long as you can. Doesn't matter 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half a day, whatever. But that day Allah Ta'ala forgives countless people. And you should ask forgiveness. Okay? Right, so what you do? Zuhr and Asr Salah will be performed there. You pray Zuhr and Asr Salah over there. With Masjid Namira. Yeah? Nimra, yeah, Masjid Nimra. So Imam will lead the Salah, Zuhr and Asr, with one adhan and two iqamah. With one adhan and two iqamah. And each prayer he will lead 2 rak'ats each. So Zuhr 2 rak'at, Asr 2 rak'at. One adhan, two iqamah. And you will pray that together, that's sunnah. Okay, say one of the great sunnah. Or if you want to miss the jama'ah and pray in the tent, you can do that. But I would say, why would you miss the jama'ah? Such a big jama'ah might not come in your life ever again. Yeah? Such a big jama'ah, millions of people praying together might not come ever again for you. So why would you miss one jama'ah in the tent? So be clever, pray the real jama'ah with the hujjaj, and amongst them a lot of wali of Allah, awliya of Allah, through whom the sins are forgiven, your sins will be forgiven. Listen, so sometimes think wisely over there. Yeah? You can pray in your tent, you can say, oh, I'm praying with my own circle, that's fine. But you're missing out the big reward. So, inshallah, prayer Zuhr and Asr with the Imam over there, and Imam will lead it. Remember, together. And it's going to be qasr. Qasr for all. Prophet ﷺ prayed qasr of Zuhr and Asr for people of Mecca and people of Medina, for all. Everyone prayed qasr. So that shows this is something special for Hajj only. In the time of Hajj in Arafah, Zuhr and Asr has to be qasr. Okay, for everyone. Let's see. They remain engaged in dua, dhikr, tilawa, etc. until sunset. So until sunset you do whatever ibadah you want to do, but don't go on phone. Don't go on video calls. Don't go on emo call, WhatsApp call, Facebook. No, not time for those. Here is time for Allah. And this blessed moment might not come ever again. So do not waste a single second. Better to switch off the phone for these 5 days. On the 8th morning, switch off the phone and switch it on the 13th again. Yeah, it's the best thing that you can do. Mobile phones off. Concentration and networking with Allah Ta'ala alone. That's it.
Agree.
Inshallah, yeah?
Inshallah.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, until sunset. Immediately after sunset to proceed to Muzdalifah, then they will perform Maghrib and Isha at the time of Isha in Muzdalifah. Right, so Maghrib and Isha, when do you pray them? So after sunset, you make your way to Muzdalifah. You don't pray your Maghrib on the way. Shaitan might come to you and say, oh, your Maghrib time expiring, man, pray quickly. And you might put the prayer back on the road and pray quickly. Yeah? Causing hazard for others, causing danger for yourself, because people might step on you. Yeah? Then what? You're missing the sunnah. Prophet ﷺ prayed his Maghrib and Isha in Muzdalifah with the jama'ah, and you're missing the jama'ah. Listen, so a lot of things, sometimes you need to think wisely. So pray in Muzdalifah, Maghrib and Isha together. Maghrib 3 rak'at and Isha 2 rak'at. Done. Isha is qasr over there. Okay, so Zuhr, Asr and Isha is qasr. Remember this. Okay. Again, in Muzdalifah, the Maghrib and Isha will be with one adhan and 2 iqam. Remember this, inshallah, so don't get confused. The night will be spent in Muzdalifah. So in Muzdalifah there is no tents. In Muzdalifah is a plain land, full of rocks. You sleep with your sleeping bag if you have one. If you don't have one, just take your upper shawl off, put the upper shawl down, and sleep. Or just sleep on the stone and cover your body with the upper shawl. That's it, as much as possible. Okay, that's sleep there. At the same time, you do something. You pick rocks. What rocks do you pick? Small pebbles. Pebbles. Size of chickpeas. Size of chickpeas. Chane ke dane ke barabar. Chane ke dane ke barabar. Size of chickpeas. And not bigger than a date seed. Date seed is this. Date seed. Yeah? So it shouldn't be bigger than date seed and it shouldn't be smaller than chickpeas. Okay, inshallah? Let's move on. Right, on the third day, 10th of Zulhijjah, Yawm al-Nahr. Yawm al-Nahr is the big day, which you have a lot of work over there. After performing Fajr Salah at Muzdalifah, the Hujjaj proceed to Mina before sunrise. You have to go to Mina before sunrise. You can go after sunrise as well, but best time is before sunrise, that's sunnah. On this day, the 4 important things you do. Number 1, Rami, Jamratul Aqaba. Jamratul Aqaba, you go stone the big shaitan or big pillar you stone it there, and then you come out through the other door or other ways, and then you call the company to slaughter the animal for you. If you are mutamaddi or if you are doing qiram, you call the company to do the qurbani for you. For mufrid, there is no qurbani, but if you have arranged one, you can call them as well to slaughter the animal for you. But they won't slaughter it until you call them. They won't slaughter it until you tell them that you have done your stoning. Once you say done, then they slaughter the animal. Okay. So number 2 is slaughtering the animal, sacrificing animal. Number 3, you come out there, you shave your hair or you trim your hair, and after that you can take the ihram off. And then after that, you go to Mecca, which is about 45 minutes to an hour walk. You go there and then do your Hajj. Do your tawaf, which is called tawaf al-ifada, the fard tawaf. Remember I said before that if your wife misses the tawaf al-ifada, then you have to bring her back to do it, and that is the tawaf al-ifada, which is called tawaf al-ziyarah. Okay, let's move on. Right, so 5 days in detail we are finding. Look, 8th of Dhul Hijjah, which is Yawm al-Tarwiyah, 9th of Dhul Hijjah, Yawm al-Arafat, 10th of Dhul Hijjah is Yawm al-Nahr, 11th of Dhul Hijjah is Yawm al-Tashriq, 12th of Dhul Hijjah is Yawm al-Tashriq. Yawm al-Tashriq means you recite Tashriq on those days, but we'll find out what to do on those days. Okay, so they put in details here what to do. We have mentioned it already on the 8th day. On the 9th day, what you do is also everything in details, but we have mentioned everything already. Here, look at the bottom, it says, here they pick 7 pebbles, no smaller than chickpea and not bigger than a date seed. Yes? Do we understand this? Good, moving on. On the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, right, all of these things we have mentioned already, but look, one thing is the highlighted bit, which is start takbiratul tashriq from here. Start takbiratul tashriq from here. So until now, until stoning the shaitan, you were saying labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna alhamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka, until now. But as soon as the stoning finished, you start changing your tone. And you start saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. So basically, one way you're going to stone the shaitan, while you're going, you say talbiyah, while you're coming down, you say takbir. Got it? Clear? That's it says start takbir to tashriq from here. And then obviously after that you do zabah, sacrificing, then you do halal. You can come out of ihram if you want to, and you can wear your ihram, you can wear normal clothes. So if you want to, you can come out of your ihram. If you say, no, I want to stay in ihram, no problem, it's up to you. But your job of ihram is finished. Now if you even wear it, no problem, you can keep your name. You can wear perfume on. Because that ihram is not ihram of ihram. That's the ihram you wanted to wear it, that's why you wear it. You see, but job of ihram, the responsibilities of ihram is finished. This is called first halal. Tahallul al-awwal. So there are 2 types of halal. One halal is when you've done half of the job or more than half of the job, you are halal. Halal means you can take your ihram. You can put perfume on. Yeah, you can clip your nail. But only thing is not allowed is you cannot have relation with your wife. After the first halal, relation with the wife is not allowed yet. Relation with the wife is only time is allowed when you done the second halal. And when the second halal happens? After you done the tawaf ziyarah. So if a man, let's say he fell ill, he couldn't do tawaf ziyarah. She completed Hajj and he came home. For whatever reason, he had to bring home to hospitalize him here. So he didn't do tawaf ziyarah. So for him, his wife is not halal until he goes and does the tawaf and comes back. Do we understand? That's it. So it's for vice versa, men or women, they have to do that.
But you can't do that after a stone. And you can go to the slot, and you slot it, and you go to the tawaf, come back, shave your head. I said, can't do that?
You can. If you've done the tawaf ziyarah, job done. If you haven't done the tawaf ziyarah, then you have to go and do it. That doesn't matter you're a man or woman. Okay, so this page is finished. If there is any question, lift your hand. Okay. Tahallul al-awwal, tahallul al-thani. I just explained it, but here it's in a written form. So tahallul al-awwal, tahallul al-thani. Let's see what they are. First halal. After the jamara, aqaba, qurbani, and shaving, head or trimming. Everything is halal except relation with wife or husband. That's first halal. The second halal is after the tawaf al-ifada, tawaf al-ziyarah, everything is halal. Means everything you are normal. Okay? You can sleep together in one room with your wife and husband together, no problem. They can share the bed, no problem, it's everything fine. Right. Okay. Fourth thing, or fourth day, 11th Zulhijjah, what do? You go to Jamarat, you stone the shaitan, yeah? You pelt the shaitan and that's it, done. And on that day there is no any other way. But obviously you will recite Takbirat al-Tashriq. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. But preferable time is to be done after Zawal and before sunset, as it says in here, yeah? Good. On the 12th of Zulhijjah, on the 12th of Zulhijjah, what do? Same thing, same as 11th of Zulhijjah. You go there after Zawal, before sunset, you stone the shayateen and come back. After this 12th, if you want to go home, you can go home. Your job is done. You can come back. Obviously, go home means you're going to go Medina, and after Medina, you come home, no problem. But if you stay for 13, if you stay in Mecca on the 13th of Zulhijjah, then you must stone the shaitan again. You must stone all three places. If you stay. If you don't stay, it's not wajib. If you stay, it's wajib upon you. Is that clear? For 13. But 11th and 12th, that's must. That's not optional. But 13 is optional. If you stay, it becomes wajib. If you don't stay, you can leave. Right. Now, talbiyah. Talbiyah, which is Allah labbaik, Allahumma labbaik, labbaik, la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka. When do we sing it? We start saying it from 8th of Zulhijjah mainly. But obviously when you wore ihram from that moment, you've been saying it anyway. But main days is from the 8th of Zulhijjah. You're going to say it. 9th of Zulhijjah, you're going to say the talbiyah. And 10th of Zulhijjah, sorry, the word should have been talbiyah. Until Jamaratul Aqaba. Until Jamratul Aqaba. Until you stone the shaitan, you will keep saying talbiyah. As I told you before. As you're going up, you will say talbiyah. When you're coming down, you will say talbiyah. Clear? Good. Next, route of Hajj. So here, you got a lot of things. It's explaining how it works. So number one, from Mecca to Mina. Obviously, in the beginning, you go Mecca generally. You go stay in the hotel. So Mecca, you go to Mina. Mina is the place which the city of tents people call. So you go there. Number two, from Mina to Arafah. Can you see? Arafah. Number three, from Arafah to Muzdalifah. Yeah. Number four, Muzdalifah to Mina again, to stone the shayateen. And then, after number four, number five is slaughtering the animal. Yeah. Then number six, coming back to Mina, and through Mina you go into Mecca. Yeah. So number six, obviously you can go and slaughter. If you're going and slaughtering, you have to come back to Mina. If you're not going and slaughtering, you just need a phone call and come back to Mecca. Why do you come back to Mecca now? Sorry, number five. Number six, okay, number six, okay, you're returning back, okay. So number six, you can skip. If you just made a phone call, you don't have to go and slaughter. You can just make the phone call, and after five, number six will be to Mecca. You go to Mecca and do the Tawaf al-Ziyarah. Is that clear? Yes. If you have any questions, keep you ready, inshallah, we will explain. Okay. Right. Takbirat al-Tashriq. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Lillahi alhamd. Recite the takbir after 23 salahs for non-muhrim. Non-muhrim means if you are not muhrim, if you are local, you're staying in your area, then for 23 salahs, you have to say takbirat al-Tashriq. Okay, starting from the Fajr of the 9th, which is Zulhijjah, Fajr of day of Arafah, ending at the Asr of 13th of Zulhijjah. That's for non-muhrim. For muhrim, as for muhrim, starting from Zuhr or after the Jamratul Aqaba. Starting from Zuhr or after, whenever you've done your stoning, from there. It can be at Zuhr at 10 o'clock, or at Zuhr time, or even at 3 o'clock, or even at Maghrib time of that day. So after the stoning of shaitan, you have to start the takbir. Okay, that's what it says. Of the 10th of Zulhijjah and ending it at the Asr of Zulhijjah. Okay, so that's what it says. 9th of Zulhijjah, 5 salah. for non-muhrim. Did you see? Non-muhrim. 10th of Zulhijjah, 5 salah. Obviously, the 10th of Zulhijjah, the Fajr. For muhrim, they're not going to do takbir. They're going to do talbiyah. They're going to say, labbaik Allahumma labbaik. For non-muhrim, for people who's not going for Hajj, they will do takbir here. Okay, inshallah? And the rest of it is clear. Any question? Okay, moving to the next one. Right, Tawaf al-Wida. Before you leave Mecca, Tawaf al-Wida. Before you leave Mecca, make Tawaf al-Wida. Tawaf al-Wida is performed upon leaving Mecca. So whenever you leave Mecca, you have to perform it. Okay, you must not stay in Mecca after this Tawaf. This Tawaf should be the last thing to do in your Hajj journey. So that's it. After that, remember I said earlier that if you stay for Isha, that means Isha prayer should be the last one, and then after the Tawaf al-Wida, and then you have to say bye-bye. You cannot stay for next prayer. So you can't even go for shopping, the scholar said. So if there is any shopping, you finish it, come back, do your Tawaf is the last thing. Okay, clear? Good. Visiting Madinatul Munawwara. So after having the blessed moment to go to the blessed place where Prophet ﷺ walked and taught these activities, how to do it. Now, how can you miss his place and come back? And that is rude. Unless extremely emergency, you can come back. Otherwise, you shouldn't come back without going to Medina. You have to go to Medina, visit the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pray in the Masjid of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say salam upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because you might not have a chance to say the salam directly to him. Do you know something? When you say salam in front of the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he hears you directly.
Subhanallah.
Did you know that? Subhanallah. It's always been like that. When you say salam to him, he hears you directly. Angels don't pass you on to him. Subhanallah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-anbiya'u fi quburihim ahya. Yeah, the prophets are alive in their graves. Prophets are alive in their graves. So when you go and say salam to their graves, they hear, they respond back to you. Alright? So this opportunity might not come to you ever. So if you have the opportunity, go to Medina, say salam upon Rasulullah directly to him, say salam upon Abu Bakr directly to him, say salam upon Umar directly to him, and then pray and get the reward of praying in Medina. There is a place called Rawdatul Jannah or Riyadul Jannah. Okay, garden of paradise. Pray in it. You might not get a chance ever again in your life to go there. And in dunya, Allah Ta'ala kept a place, a land of Jannah. Pray as if you're praying in Jannah. So get the reward of it. Okay, inshallah. And then after that, you go to Jannatul Baqi. Jannatul Baqi, we're full of Sahaba. Ummahatul Mu'mineen. Yeah, all the wives of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, major Sahabas, all of them, their graves are there. Go visit them, say salam to them. Yeah, and then make dua for the Muslim Ummah. Lots of Muslim bodies are there. Go to Uhud. Yeah, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about Uhud, that Uhud loves us and we love Uhud. Yeah, so visit the Uhud where Muslim fought and got the victory of this religion. Yeah, go to Badr. Visit Badr where Muslim got the victory for this religion. These are the places where Islam started. Yeah, go and remember the story, remember the history of Islam, and remind yourself and remind your family, remind your the group of people, tell them the stories of Uhud and Badr, so the Iman becomes strong. Then Masjid al-Quba. Masjid al-Quba is just about half an hour walk. Half an hour walk, isn't it? How long did it take for you?
Masjid Quba, you're right, 30 minutes walk.
Half an hour walk, yeah. I walked it. On the way going, I went by bus. On the way coming, I walked it. One straight road. They made it such a beautiful road, yeah. So clean and nice, complete road from Masjid al-Nabawi all the way to Masjid Quba. Connected. And they got those small carts as well, the 15-seater carts. And they carrying the passengers as well. This is with a small cost, about 15 riyal per person. Yeah, but you don't need to do that, you walk it. Yeah, walk it, it's even better. You got shops on both sides, people are very nice people. Muslims, mashallah, obviously they have to be Muslims, aren't they? Very nice people, yeah? So, and then they got lots of food shops. Yeah, or probably all types of food of the world they have in that line of Masjid al-Nabawi and Masjid al-Quba. So it's a beautiful place. Go Masjid al-Quba, pray over there. Yeah, you get reward of Umrah in praying in Masjid al-Quba. So a lot of these things there. So inshallah, may Allah Ta'ala accept us all, and may Allah Ta'ala accept this journey of Umrah and Hajj, and may Allah Ta'ala give us ability to visit the house of Allah again and again, over and over in our life. Say Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Right, any question?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
People say we have to do wudu
Yeah.
outside the Quba Masjid, then the Umrah Sawab. Is it true?
Never heard anything like that.
You do wudu. When we do wudu, they say do wudu from home, then go. Is that true? Home or somewhere, our Prophet Muhammad place, do wudu, and then when we do.
Generally, prophetic sunnah is you do wudu from home.
Yes.
Because the hadith of, when the hadith is said that every step giving you reward, every step removing your sin, and every step elevating your rank, that is the wudu.
Yes.
Man asbagha al-wudu'a fa ahsana wudu'ahu, and that's from the house. You do wudu, proper wudu, and come back. That shows this is probably that you do wudu from before and go with the intention to pray over them, then you get the reward of Masjid. Yeah? MashaAllah. Yes, any other question? Anything regarding Hajj anyone wants to ask? Alright, yes.
When you're going to Hajj, is it recommended to go with a group of people, or can you go by yourself?
You can go by yourself. By the time of Sahaba, they went with group. The time of Tabi'een, they went with group. Even in the Tabu'ut Tabi'een, time of Abu Hanifa, Shafi'i, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, they used to go with groups. Why groups? Groups, you get to learn a lot of things. You got sheikhs, mashayikh, ulamas over there. So it just doesn't become just a journey, it becomes more of educational journey. So you get to sit with them, learn with them. So before, in the time of the mashayikh, like Imam Shafi'i, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Imam Abu Hanifa, they used to have hadith sessions. So while they having the journey, they used to carry the madrasa with them. This is, so people are learning in this journey for 40 days, 2 months, 3 months, even 1 year journey. So some of them becoming hafiz in this journey. They're memorizing Quran, memorizing hadith. So it's better to have a group and have a plan that we want to learn in this journey. Having mashayikh in the group, sheikhs as well, someone holding fiqh session, someone holding qira'ah session, someone holding hadith session. So you get to learn. So it doesn't become a waste. You come back as if you are half of Maulana, half of Imam. This is. So that's how it should be. And also another thing, as brother said, so connected. Should we go for a Hajj journey with a small time? Best not to. Best to go with long time. So you get to enjoy more. Because that might be only one journey in your whole life. Now if you only went with 8 days or 10 days, you might not achieve much. So if Allah gives you ability, go for a month or 2 months.
Inshallah.
Have mashayikh in the group. Then learn in the hotel. Sit down. Have halaqah every day. Hadith halaqah, fiqh halaqah. Yeah? Go with the target of certain book and finish the book in the journey. Inshallah. Yeah? That will be more beneficial. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Yes. Because over there learning is easy. No distraction. No dunya. This is. So learning easy. And all the brothers or people will be same-minded because they're going to visit the house of Allah. So you don't have to encourage anyone, oh brother, come. He's going to come anyway because he's already in the path. You see. So that's why it's better to have more time over there. Any other question? Yes, sure.
Shaykh, very big question is this: when anybody going Hajj and when they tell the people and they say there's an invitation from Allah, when Allah invite me, then I'll go. So I want to ask the question that what is the invitation? How Allah give invitation? Can you explain this, please?
Okay. It's an invitation of Allah, but will it come as a new invitation? No, it's not going to come. Invitation has come already. Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَنِسَاءً. Yeah, what's the ayah? Can anyone remember the ayah? Let me find the ayah for myself, and I'll read it for you, inshallah. وَأَذِّن not نِسَاءً. So وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ. It's loading. Just give me a little bit of time, inshallah. وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ. Allah Ta'ala said, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ يَأْتِينَ مِنْ كُلِّ فَجٍّ عَمِيقٍ. Okay, so that adhin yani give adhan, give announcement. So that announcement means invitation. The open invitation has been given. Allah Ta'ala called you to go to Hajj. Now, who goes to Hajj? In the Quran it says, Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. Hadith says, Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. So if you have the ability of wealth and health, then it's felt you have to answer in this invitation. So now, there is no new invitation will come, no new Quran. No new Quran. Quran has come already with invitation. So now you cannot wait when Allah will invite me, I will go. No, Allah has invited you already. And if you don't go, that means you're ignoring Allah's invitation. And that is haram. Delaying a fard while you have the ability to do it, you're delaying on purpose, it's haram. The scholars have said even delaying the salah while salah, the time has come already. Yeah? Now, if you're waiting for jama'ah, that's different. The jama'ah time has been fixed for you to wait and pray together. If you are at home and you don't have intention to come to the masjid, as soon as time has come, pray. Delaying on purpose, and then it's getting into makruh time, means very delayed. Scholars have said that's haram, because that's showing disrespect to the salah. That's not giving lack of importance to the salah. So don't do that. So if anyone has the health and wealth, they should prepare themselves to go to Hajj, inshallah. Any other question?
Sorry, sir. Same thing for Umrah as well?
Now, Umrah is not fard. You see, Umrah is not fard. Umrah is wajib once in the lifetime. And that's also after the fard of Hajj. So if you haven't done Hajj yet, then Umrah is not wajib. Umrah is wajib only once in the lifetime, because of Allah Ta'ala said, وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْعُمْرَةَ فَلِلَّهِ. Again, some scholars have disputed on this verse, that is Umrah wajib or not. So now, Hajj becomes fard first, you have to fulfill the Hajj. And then after that, Allah given you wealth, yes, go for Umrah once at least in your lifetime. But if you don't even go, no problem. But this is ibadah. Why did you do it? Like Nafal prayers, Sunnah prayers, you pray, go and do it. Yes, Shahporan.
You know, during Tawaf, you said you have to reveal your
right shoulder.
Right shoulder. What's the reason?
Professor did it. So that's it. So in the Hajj, all of these things, Prophet ﷺ done it, Ibrahim alayhi salam done it, Ismail alayhi salam done it. That's it. So for example, Sa'i going from mountain Safa to Marwa, Marwa to Safa. Yeah, in between the green lights, you're running a little bit. Why is that running? And why are you even going from there to there? What do you achieve? Answer to that. Well, I don't achieve anything. I'm only doing it because Prophet ﷺ done it. Ibrahim alayhi salam done it, so we do it. Okay, you know what, Ibrahim, from the same question, something linked to that. Umar radiallahu ta'ala who stood in front of Hajj al-Aswad. Do you know what he said to the Hajj al-Aswad? Who can tell me? Anyone can tell me the hadith? Yes?
He said that he's only going to kiss it because the Prophet
Jazakallahu khairan. May Allah ta'ala make you hafiz of Quran and Imam of Deen. Say Ameen. So, young boy mentioned a great thing. Umar radiallahu ta'ala who stood in front of the stone and he said, I know you are a stone. He said, أَنَا أَعْرِفُ أَنَّكِ حَجَرًا. I know you are a stone. But I will only kiss you because I saw Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam kissing you. That's why I kiss you. Otherwise I wouldn't have given any respect to you.
Subhanallah.
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 So here is something to take. That we only do things because Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sahaba done it, Ibrahim alayhi salam done it, Ismail done it, Hajar done it, Hajar alayhi salam. So that's the Islam. So Islam is sometimes beyond our logic. You know, sometimes a lot of things our logic will say, oh, why are you doing this? But we say to ourselves at that time, okay, it's not something to do with logic, it's something to do with the command and with the way that it's been shown, or that has been shown. Okay, inshallah. Another thing relating to that, do we do masah of the hoof, masah of the leather socks? Do we do on the top or at the bottom? On the top or at the bottom? Top. But what does your logic say? Bottom, because dirt comes on the bottom. When I walk on the ground, the bottom gets dirty, not the top.
Yes.
When it comes to masah, we wipe the top. Why? because that's the teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so looking by the way, but that's how it's been shown by Rasulullah. Any other question? Dear Mr. Amin, may Allah make you Amin of Ummah, the protector of Ummah. Say Amin.
Amin.
MashaAllah, go on.
My question is, can a woman perform Hajj without mahram?
Can a woman perform Hajj without mahram? No. Even the Saudi government given the permission for it, but answer is no. Why? Because the rule has been set by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the rule has been set by Islam, and it needs to remain that way. Opening that door, that will open a lot of fitna. Okay? So the way it's been set is safety and security for us, for our mothers, for our sisters, for our daughters. So leave it that way. And in that way, having another person extra is opening the door for another person to do the Hajj, to visit the house of Allah. Visit. And plus, it's extra help. Because ladies, yes, nowadays ladies are traveling all around the world. And they have strength and power, and the system is helping them. Obviously, safety and security is there. But still having one extra person with her, it increases her strength, increases her support. You see? So that's why ladies should be protected. Ladies should be taken care of. They shouldn't let the ladies go alone. These are responsibility Allah has given on the shoulders of the men to look after the ladies. So why do you run away from your responsibilities? So that's also us men need to think that it's our responsibilities to look after our ladies and give them time, take them to Hajj, take them to Umrah. If we don't, then they will make such a decision to go on their own. Yeah? So we men need to be men as well. May Allah Ta'ala give us ability to understand. Yes, anything else or shall we finish? It's almost Maghrib time. Anything else regarding Hajj? One question nobody asked me, that when you're doing Safa and Marwa, what do you exactly do over there? And how do you count one circle? Who can tell me when does it become one circle? Is it from one end to other end coming all the way, or just one end to other end? Safa to Marwa.
Yeah.
So Safa to Marwa, once, that's one circle done. And then Marwa to Safa, two done. And then Safa to Marwa, three. Marwa to Safa, four. Safa to Marwa, five. Marwa to Safa, six. And then Safa to Marwa, seven. So it starts from Safa, finishes on Marwa. Every time you go to Marwa, start from Safa. Every time you go to Marwa, from the corner you can see Kaaba. Yes. Did you notice it?
Yeah.
That's the sunnah of Hajar alayhi salatu wasalam. Every time she used to go to Marwa, she used to stand in the angle, she used to look at the Kaaba, and she used to make dua. Well, Kaaba wasn't there. Kaaba was built later on, but that sunnah remained. So the Kaaba, where the Kaaba is, the baby was there. Ismail alayhi salam was there. So she used to go up on the mountain, from one end to other end of the mountain, and she used to look at the baby. Is the baby okay? Or is the baby stopped breathing? So that's the sunnah. You look at the Kaaba every time you go to Marwa. Okay, and obviously, while you're doing Safa and Marwa, what do you do? Do you take selfie? Or what do you exactly do over there? Because nowadays we see a lot of selfies going on. Yeah, people are busy with their phone and not focusing in the ibadah. Because sa'i is a ibadah, it's not joke. Is sa'i a joke? Let's say you're praying 2 rakat nafal prayer. It's nafal, but does that mean it's a joke that you can take your mobile phone? Yeah? Sa'i is not nafal. Sa'i is wajib. It's part of the activity. So you can't take your mobile phone out. Yeah, you have to have control on your desire. Not your mobile phone. You can say, Shaykh, how about taking one picture? Okay, that's fine. For your record of taking one picture with your wife and children, that's fine, take it. Or after you finish the sa'i, come for another circle, take one, no problem. Because you have to keep some memory, no problem. But don't be too much on it. That's what I mean. I'm not against your mobile phone. Don't spend too much time on this. What do you exactly do then in sa'i and in the sa'i? Yes, sir? At Safa you read dua. Which dua? Okay. Yes, you can recite in the Safa wal Marwata min sha'airillah, but that's not the dua. When you get on the Safa, you recite the ayah, just reminding the Safa and Marwa, these are the signs of Allah Ta'ala. You're reminding yourself and telling the mountains, I'm not in favor of you, but I'm only here because Allah Ta'ala commanded me to be here. That's why you say it. Right, so, but You make dua. When you going Safa to Marwa, Marwa to Safa, make whatever dua you want to make. So before you go for Hajj and Umrah, learn as much dua as possible. Remember, I always say that when you go for Hajj and Umrah, by the time you return from Hajj and Umrah, you should be half Maulana. You should be half Maulana. You should know all the du'as the Imams are reading. You should know all the rulings that a person needs to do. So Hajj and Umrah journey should be a journey of learning. You come back as if you turn half of Maulana, half of Imam. By the time you go next time, you are full Imam. So you come back, you can lead your salah when Imam is absent. You can give a khutbah when Imam is absent. That's how it should be. The Hajj and Umrah, it takes you to a highest level of Iman. That's why the last verse of the Quran was revealed in what? In the Hajj. Last verse of Quran was revealed in the Hajj. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. This ayah was revealed in the Hajj. Did we know that? Yeah? Allah Ta'ala is saying that Allah Ta'ala completed the deen with Hajj. So when a person does Hajj, he needs to have complete deen in him. Complete Iman in him. Do you understand? So when you go for Hajj and Umrah, make sure you go with the intention to bring complete deen in you. A full change. A full change in you. So when you come back, you are a Shaykh. Inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala accept us, accept our sitting, accept our time. Thank you very much for joining our today's halaqah, today's Hajj Taleem. And inshallah, if you continue to stay with us and support us, inshallah, we will do next year's Hajj Taleem even bigger, inshallah, where we will inform all our areas people to be with us, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you for showing your support. And big thanks goes to Brother Shaykh, Brother Fakhr, and Brother Hussein for arranging, and overall the management for arranging and organizing everything. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the community people for attending and supporting us. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.